Our number one done on talkSPORT.
Got me.
Here goes. Up again.
First 60 minutes done and dusted. Champions League drive on talkSPORT with me, Andy Goldstein, and someone that's looking very well today in his suit. It's Darren, by the way. It's Darren Bent.
I'm not a clown.
Jack, that was the first hour.
Honestly. Random button number 2. Still to come, we'll be joined in the studio by former two-weight champion of the world, Steve Collins, although that could be in a minute. But now, Kevin De Bruyne returns to Man City tonight. It's a game you can hear live on talkSPORT 2.
A man that has been in the team that have won the Champions League, a man that has won 6 Premier Leagues.
His incredible talent, vision, pass, assist, goals in the final third is unique.
Goes past his man, pulls it back to De Bruyne!
Kevin De Bruyne is to leave Manchester City at the end of this season.
It's going to be a big loss because he's been a fixture for 10 years.
Manchester City will be in the Champions League next season.
Breaking news last 5 minutes, Kevin De Bruyne has joined Napoli.
Napoli are signing one of the best players the Premier League has witnessed in the last 7 or 8 seasons. One of the best players in the world.
Man City.
Here we go.
Napoli at home.
It's nice to, bring him back, and we have a great welcome to them because they deserve it.
We had a season, an off-season, but I think we've got as good a chance as anyone to win the Champions League.
City are going to have a big task against this Napoli midfield.
Just focusing tomorrow, the game we have to play, start well this competition.
Yes, Man City's Champions League campaign gets started tonight as they host Napoli. It's a game you can hear live over on talkSPORT 2. That one kicks off at 8 p.m. I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be, could be Rasmus. Mm-hmm. It's going to be Kevin De Bruyne and also Scott McTominay as well, could all feature.
Nice, I like that.
I'm looking forward to that. And we can look ahead to that one now and chat all things football with rock and roll legend and superstar and, more importantly, massive Man City fan, as we say hello and good afternoon to Noel Gallagher. Noel, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon. How you doing?
I'm very well. It's a very clear line. What we speak to you on? Have you got a all singing, all dancing new line or not?
No.
Oh, it's lovely and clear. How are you? Are you good? Are you well?
I'm all right, yeah. I'm all right.
Are you going to the game, by the way, tonight?
No, I've literally just back in the door from South America, from Mexico, so I'm a bit jet lagged, but I'll be watching it now.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Are you excited about this season's Champions League? The new format, last time out, a lot of people poo-pooed it and questioned it. I think already this week we've seen it push up or pull up some unbelievable games that we perhaps wouldn't get in a group phase of a competition. Are you a fan of the new?
I didn't like it last season. I thought it was too much of a change, but I agree with you. There's been some great games this far, but see now we do. I don't know. We're kind of a bit handicapped this season because we did so bad last season. So we've got some tough games, but tonight will be great for the King coming back home, and we'll see where we are as a team tonight, I think.
We'll get your views of Kevin De Bruyne and the game in just a moment. I just want to talk to you about your new goalkeeper, Donnarumma. I mean, I feel a bit for James Trafford because his young kid's 23 and he was probably thinking he's got a chance of cementing his place as England goalkeeper for the World Cup. But when the best goalkeeper on the planet becomes available, you've got to get him. You must be over the moon with that.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer because he's 26. You've got the best goalkeeper in the world now. You can box that off for the next 6-7 years. Yeah. You know, you just don't have to worry about it. With James Trafford, he'd do well to learn a bit from him. Do you know what I mean? And I think he had a bad game at the wrong time. If he'd have had the night we got beat by Tottenham or whenever it was when he was fiddling around at the back, if he'd have had a worldie that night, we might never have signed him. But he made a mistake at the wrong time, and he's a kid. Do you know what I mean? He's young, so he'll be learning from the best. You know, the save on Sunday from Mbeumo was, I mean, as good as a goal, isn't it? Yeah. You know, so if he can stop a few counter attacks and turn a couple of draws into wins, and we'll be doing all right. But I think he's great. He just looks great. You know what I mean?
No, the performance at the weekend was great, the way you completely dismantled Manchester United. But was it nice to see Phil back to his old self?
Well, it's not rocket science. Far be it from me to suggest to Pep Guardiola where Phil should be playing. He should not be playing on the wing, ever. He's not a winger. When he had the greatest season of his life, hey presto, where was he playing? He was playing in the middle of the pitch, where he belongs. And if he plays there this season, he'll have another great season. He'll score goals. That's just where he's supposed to be. You know, he's not a wide player. I don't know why people persist with England and City playing him wide. Maybe it's to accommodate other players. I don't know. But when you see Phil and he's on his game and he gets the ball on the half turn, he's like Gazza, you know what I mean? He kind of gets you off your seat, and he was brilliant, as we knew he would be.
Yeah, great header as well. It has been a really mixed start to the season for City. 2 wins and 2 defeats. What have you made of that? Why do you think that is, Noel?
We're still not too solid at the back. And, I don't know, you know, it's a brand new team. I mean, you know, he's signed, I don't know how many new players we signed, but it's kind of getting to double figures now, and it'll take a while. So if you think of Guardiola's first season, where it's a year of transition, he was building a new team, we just finished 4th, and the season after we ran away with it. So it might be a season of transition, but, you know, other teams have gotten better and are more like Arsenal now. Arsenal have got a stable, very experienced team now. Our team doesn't look too experienced at the moment because it's all young players. Liverpool have got an experienced team. They've won it a couple of times already. So it's, I think, you know, I'd put us probably 3rd or 4th. Nobody's hoping, even the game on Sunday, I think we'll go in there in hope of beating Arsenal. None of us are going there expecting to win. Do you know what I mean? But we expect a good game, and hopefully we can get something. But you look at Arsenal and Liverpool, and they just look stronger than us. Do you know what I mean? It's going to take time at City.
Sorry, Ben, if you had to put your money on one of those 2 winning it.
What, the league?
Yeah. Who'd you fancy for it?
Liverpool have got the luck of champions because they keep digging it out in the last minute. But then City were doing that last season for the first 6 games, and then it all fell apart. I mean, if Arsenal, I say this every season, if they don't win it this season, they're never going to win it. But genuinely, if they don't win it this season, I think the manager's out the door. So, who do I want to win out of the 2? Liverpool. I hate Arsenal.
No, fast forward.
And for the record, I hate Liverpool too, but.
Can I ask, are you making that call judged on who you know that's a Liverpool or an Arsenal fan? Like who it would hurt more?
I don't mind. No, I don't mind. No, I've got nothing against the fans. It's just.
No, but I mean your mates. Like if Arsenal win it, for the next season, I'll never hear the end of it from Benty.
I've got a few Arsenal mates, and they're to be quite honest, I've got a few Scousers in my group as well, and they tend to be bad winners as well as bad losers. So it's a toss-up, really. You know, if they can both lose, it'd be great. But if I pick one, it'd probably be Liverpool because they're the better team, I think.
Okay.
Fast forwarding tonight, then, Noel. You said it there at the top about Kevin De Bruyne coming back. I mean, what a player! He's one of the greatest in Premier League history. You must be looking forward to watching his reunion, and he must get a standing ovation when he walks out.
Absolutely. I've just texted him actually and just begged him not to score. And, it's going to be a weird night for City fans. It'll be a weird night for me and my lad will be around here watching it, and to see him in a different kit and to see him line up against us will be quite emotional as well. Do you know what I mean? Because he's the king, and I expect him to have a great game, and I expect him to make assists, and just as long as he doesn't score. And it'll be a good game tonight. I mean, we'll find out where we are, because the game on Sunday against United, I know we spoke about it already. United, you can't really judge anything against United these days because they were dreadful. But we'll find out where we are tonight. But I mean, you know, they're the Italian champions and the top of the league again. It's going to be a difficult game for us. If we get anything out of it, I'll be over the moon.
What's your view on players celebrating or not celebrating against their old clubs? Like if De Bruyne scores, I'm guessing you won't celebrate. But what's your view on that?
I think they should.
Yeah. I
think they should. I'm not for this. If it's De Bruyne, right, he's been there 10 years, that's fair enough. You see a lad who, you know, they score, they play 3 games for the reserves and they're kind of, you know, they're holding their hands up to the crowd. You just think, you idiot.
Yeah.
You know, but, I guess it's people like Kev who've been there for the peak of his career. I suppose he's not gonna celebrate, but I think you should still celebrate a goal.
Yeah.
Always.
Do you think that he went maybe a year too early? He left the club too early or not?
No, I think it's about right. I know he's done great things in Italy, but it's not the same league. You know, it's not the same pace.
No, it's slower.
You know, the Premier League is brutal, and you know, you've only got to drop your level by, 2% and the game will pass you by. I'm not saying the games were passing him by. He still showed flashes of it, but we had him at his absolute best where he could take the game by the scruff of the neck and do things that you couldn't even imagine you'd see a footballer do. And these best years are behind him. You'd have to say that, particularly in the Premier League. But Italy's the perfect move for him. Because it's a slower, more technical, more defensive league, and I'm not surprised he's thriving there. Even Lukaku's good over there, so that tells you all you need to know.
But you don't know, someone who's certainly not slowing down is your striker, Erling Haaland. I mean, again, the numbers are just absolutely scary.
Unbelievable. Do
you still think he's the best in world football? I know Harry Kane's got off to an incredible start, but do you still think Haaland's the best?
Without a doubt. I mean, his numbers speak for itself. He's played 101 games for City and scored almost 90 goals, and that's in the Premier League. Come on, that's not even, let's talk about his Bundesliga record. I mean, with all respect to Harry Kane, he was amazing, and he's doing great things in Germany, but that's in the Bundesliga. You know what I mean? Erling's done it at a very, very young age, coming into a new team in the Premier League. It's scary. And he was great on Sunday. He looks fit. He looks happy. He's better with filling the team. Once this team gels and Turkey comes back and Reinders settles in, I think we'll be all right. But Erling is just, I'd have him over everybody.
Including Mbappe?
I can only say from what I see from Mbappe, and I've seen him in the flesh maybe half a dozen times, and he's been rubbish. He has. I know he's great, but I've seen him play for Monaco against us, PSG against us, and Madrid, and he's never turned up in any of that. Maybe he did against Monaco, but in any of those games, he never got a kick. So yeah. I don't know.
I just wonder, I know it was against Man United, but I just wonder if with Haaland, there was a few people that questioned his all-round game. You can't question his goal-scoring ability. But I know it's early on in the season. I don't know if he's worked on that or not, but he just had a better all-round game against Man United, albeit Man United. Do you think consciously that's something he's been looking at or not?
No, I don't know. I mean, you hear Pep saying about him, I can't teach him anything. I'm sure he's not teaching him how to head a ball out of his own box. So maybe it's just in him that he's in the leadership group now, whatever they call it these days, and he's taking on more responsibility. He's one of the senior players now. So maybe he's taking a bit more responsibility. Like when you see him, he's trotting around the pitch, he doesn't look interested. Maybe he's carrying a knock. You never know, do you know what I mean?
True.
And he always strikes me as somebody, he's a big guy when they get a knock. They don't shake him off that easily, but at the minute, he looks like he's on fire, so long may it continue.
Yeah. Okay. Before we move on ever so briefly, I'm guessing you think Man City will win tonight. What will the score be? How's it going?
I'll take any kind of scruffy 1-0 win. Okay. I don't know. I mean, I think it'll be a great game because both teams will go at each other.
Yeah.
Could be a classic, but,
Are you worried about Rasmus Højlund?
I am.
No, you're not.
Genuinely.
No, you're
genuinely.
Not.
Why? Because, the narrative surrounding United at the minute, it'd be like him to, De Bruyne to 3 assists from De Bruyne and a hat-trick from Højlund. You'd be just like,
McTominay, yeah.
That's great. It is going to be a fascinating game to watch, I think.
Yeah, I can't wait.
With all the subplots and McTominay and Højlund, De Bruyne, Rodri, all that, Haaland, Foden. It's going to be great.
It will be. Listen, I can't let you go before getting your view on the really sad news we got from the weekend. Ricky Hatton passing away. I know you two are incredibly close. I know he was at one of your gigs not too long ago. And lots of pictures of you and your brother carrying the belts into the ring on that famous night as well. I just wanted to get your view. You knew him as well as anyone. And it must have been a shock for you when you found out.
I was literally we were texting each other last week, and I had seen him at Heaton Park a couple of the nights, and he was on, standard Ricky form, he's wisecracking with everyone, he's having a drink, he was great, and then I don't know, I mean, we don't know what's happened, but he did struggle with his mental health, that's widely known, and it just shows you know what I mean? You never really know, and, it's such a shame. He's a great Mancunian, do you know what I mean? He's a lovely, lovely lad. One of the lads, he's one of us. He came on tour with us once after that fight we're talking about. We did a tour of South America, and he come along with all his mates, for a few days. And, it's like he was in the band for a week. It was great. And, it's just a real shame for his family and his kids and his granddad, and I was really gobsmacked by it. Really gobsmacked.
Okay.
But he had an amazing career, and the night me and Liam carried his belts out in Vegas was one of the funniest and most. It was an honour for us to do that, but it was a funny night hanging out with him, and sad we'll never see him at the Etihad again. But it's life, isn't it?
Just quickly, that night where you carried out the belts, how did that come about? That conversation? Why did you end up doing that?
I think we were up at City, and he was saying he was fighting in Vegas, and he just said, he asked us just straight out, will you carry the belts out? And we was like, yeah, of course. And then, of course, me and our kid got into an argument about who was going to carry what belt, and which went on for about 4 weeks. And it was an amazing experience, an amazing night to be in the ring, and it was a great fight, and he won. And he was just one of the lads with a funny. I remember him as actually a funny lad. We had a funny night out with him that night. After that, we were all out in Vegas with his mates, and trolling around the clubs, and we had a funny night out. And he was, the image of him, with the wisecracking lad, that was him. He always had a one-liner, and he'll be sorely missed. And he touched everybody. Do you know what I mean? Because he was such a humble, lovely guy.
Yeah, he was. No, thanks for those great words. Thanks for coming on our show as well. And I'll speak to you in a bit, pal.
Right, no worries, mate.
Thanks, man.
Cheers,
bye.
That's great. Great to hear from Noel about Ricky Hatton.
Yeah. I mean, again, I love the stories that you spoke about there, about the belts and stuff, so...
I can see them arguing over them as well. Right, listen, City fans, will concentrate on your game tonight. It promises to be a humding. It really does. They're the type of games we love in the Champions League. Let's ask the question about Kevin De Bruyne, shall we? Because Noel called him the king, and we know how great a player he was in the Premier League. City fans, is he your greatest ever player? Do you think he is, Kevin De Bruyne?
David Silva.
He's up there. David Silva. Company's probably up there as well for what he did. Aguero, yeah. Man City fans, where does Kevin De Bruyne rank amongst your greatest ever? And phone up if you're on your way to the game or you're going to watch it on the box tonight. You can phone up and tell me how you think it's going to go. 03717 22 33 44. Kevin De Bruyne, is he the greatest ever for Man City?